Hello and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I've got two enclosures here. Just ignore that one there. That's nothing to do with today. These two are going to be rehoused in here, and they're slightly different, as you can see, and got the names already on the front there. So it's the purple Pinktoe, which is the Avicularia juruensis, and these are absolutely stunning. And I think I'll put a little annotation up there, so that'll be my first video. I think it's been some time now, it's well over a year and a half, and I had them as tiny slings. And if the ones that seen this video previously, you would have seen that I put them in here, and they are absolutely stunning. These from the Spider Shop are absolutely brilliant at keeping in little Avics, because they've got air holes all the way around, and on top it gets proper circulation all the way around, and then all you've got to do is worry about the humidity in these. But what I find is I end up having to water, and I put a water bowl in there and just mist it more often than I do these enclosures. These, because with the lids, with the rubber seal, are more vacuum sealed, so it holds the moisture more, so you don't have to basically water them as much. But I put in water dishes there, as you can see, and then in this one I've just got the bigger water dish and the bigger piece of cork bark, which you'll see why in a second. And then this one's just got the two smaller water dishes and a smaller round piece of cork bark, which you'll see in a second. So I have these two, and as you can see, if you can see the spiders there, this one here is slightly bigger than this one here, and I think that this one is a male just purely from the way it's rapidly growing and it eats so fast, and this one is so much smaller. This one's a molt behind now of this one, but the size difference is just, you'll see it in a second when I get them out, but they are absolutely amazing. So I think what I'll do is I'll get the smaller one out first, which I think is a female, so it's not confirmed, and we'll rehouse that into the smaller one with the smaller cork bark tube, and then I'll have a little close-up of them and show you as well. So with these, the only downside to these really is you get good 360-degree vision, and you've got the little food hole on the top there, which you could just pop open. They do web up, but you could just pop it open and drop in a cricket with the least amount of disturbance as well, which is absolutely brilliant. But as you can see, they web up here, this side, that side, that side. So when you twist it to take the lid off, you're going to take pretty much most of the web with it as well. Whereas this one hasn't done that. This one's literally webbed up the whole cork bark tube and has left a little hole, if you can see that on the inside, and goes in via the top, and I can just take it off nice and easy, which you'll see. But this one, unfortunately, I'm going to have to destroy, and hopefully I don't freak her out too much. I mean, these, as they're smaller, they're beautiful coloration, absolutely stunning, which you'll see now. They've changed slightly from when I first had them to this, but then they get this is an adult coloration there, and you can see there's a different colour change, as pretty much most aphids do. But you've got to be very patient with these, and I've not overfed them, and it was due for me to miss this one today. And they're very easy to keep. You can see that there. The coloration on it is absolutely beautiful. And this is the one that I think is a female. You can see that there. Absolutely stunning. Right, these are going to be easy to handle. They've come out so many times. They can be quite quick as well, but they rather just get away from you. There you go. So the web is really strong, but I'm going to use these little enclosures for something else I've got coming through next. And there you have it. Look at that, absolutely stunning. So it has like the little tiny feet as per usual, but the orange bum with the tiger stripe pattern, and you'll see the other one slightly bigger. It's got a slight different coloration on it. It's got a slight different coloration on it than this one, so it's potentially, I think it's actually 2 molts ahead, possibly, although this one has just recently molted in there. There we go, so I'll give you a real good clear showing of it there. And you can see it's very, very chilled. It's aware that it's out of its normal environment. And you can see I keep a bit more humidity in the bottom there from the damp substrate. But look at all the tiny little hairs on it. On the legs, it's coming up on the camera there, but absolutely gorgeous. Tiny, tiny little pink toes there. So let's see if we can just encourage this little fella. Well, I say fella, I'm hoping this one's a female, without jumping. Oh, and it's gone. But Avics are really easy to handle and look after. They just don't like the touch of skin. So little taps should just come up and over. And it will take a while to settle down. If you get them on your hands, sometimes it's really hard to get them off. There, I just want her to find the cork bark because she'll feel a little bit more relaxed. Super, super gentle. Right, so there's that one. So let me just see if I can get this in without squishing her legs. There we go. And she will find that cork bark and she will web that up. So and then all I'll do is I'll give it a check tomorrow and then a mist the day after. And there we go, that clips in place. And I think you'll find that's absolutely beautiful. So it gives her enough room to web up in there. And I can move this one out all the way, and then they just literally go on and twist, but every time I took it off it would just destroy the web. Right, second one, obviously I've done the cork bark slightly different, so it's a more massive piece of cork bark in there. If you can see it on there. And it's because this one lives out on the edge, doesn't really like to go in, so I thought I'd give it a bigger piece so it can sit out in the open. Right. It's roasting today, it's like 29 degrees. This one normally comes out and has a little run around. This one's a bit more bold and a lot bigger. Now, if you can see what I was saying about the colour, completely different. It's gone an almost, I would say it's green with the orange abdomen there, and it definitely opens up a bit more. If I can show you there, look at that, absolutely stunning. You can see the little pink toes, but look how hairy it is. That is absolutely stunning. Black stripe going down there, really is a pretty spider. Right, so see if we can move this one over just as easy. Just go in with my hands, remove the bottom bar. Be careful because it can be very, very fast. And I don't want it jumping from too great a height. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see if I can get it to go in. Come on, buddy, stay in. And there you have it, look. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's about 4 centimeters leg to leg, maybe slightly more. So this one's grown way faster, but I've kept them both alive. I did have 3, I think, originally. 1 pair straight away, as normally that happens. But these 2 are doing really, really well. And you can definitely see the size difference on. This one's not too far behind, but this one doesn't like having too much food. It likes staying on the slender side. If I put too much food in it, it will not take it. Literally a cricket every few days, maybe even longer on this one. And this one here will just eat and eat and eat. So I've had to like slow it down because I do think this one's the male. So I want to be able to keep them both until I can have a good pair. But there you go. Such a great coloration of these. This one, without hurting its feet. There we go, it runs off. And then I love these, they clip into place and it vacuum seals and it keeps the moisture in, and it's got airways all around 360 and at the top as well. And there you have it. So that's the both of them done. So if you've got Avics, do get these as well, but these I find are a little bit harder to look after with their air circulation and the humidity. You need to get that right when they're very, very small, or they can perish really, really easy. I think a few of the Avics are like that as well, but if you normally have Avicularia species, then you'll be absolutely fine with this one, especially if you do the versicolor. If you can handle the versicolor when they're tiny slings, you should be able to handle these. These are slightly tougher than the versicolor to get out of that tiny sling stage, because I think I've got these at 1 centimetre, so it was really, really small. But there we go. So we moved them over to this style enclosure, so they're both going to hopefully do really well. And check them out for the next one for the update, see what they've done, if they've webbed up around the cork bark or what they've done with this enclosure. So we'll see you on the next one.